Is time management a thing? Can you manage time? The answer is no, but you can manage yourself. And I'm going to give you some tips to help you do that. Welcome to the Black Man Black Health Podcast. I'm your host, Drew Cost, and today we are talking about time management. Let's just get this started right. Number one, you cannot manage time. The reason why you can't manage time is because you are not in control of time. That's God's job. If I'm not in control of time, why do I keep trying to have these time management breakthroughs, come up with these hacks and things like that? I like to say, if you can't control it, start thinking about what you can control. Can you control your calendar? Can you control your emotions? Can you control yourself? Those are things you can control. So let's think about how to actually do this. Back in the day when I was starting to work, I had a schedule where I would go to work. I would go to work, be there for 6, and I would leave there at 2:30. And I would get to the gym by 3. Get to the gym, work out. I would shower and stuff, and then I was taking a class at school. I would get to schooling I had to be there by, I believe, 6, and I had to pick somebody up. So I didn't have a lot of wiggle room. I had to do certain things that would keep me on track. The reason that this was so important was because I knew for a fact I couldn't get more time in the day. So I had to figure out, how do I maximize what I can control? And this is the first tip. Think about what you can control and write down those things. So what I would do is, can I control what I do before work? Can I control what I have in that gap of time? Can I control getting to school and things like that? So what I came up with was, usually people will to pick out their outfit every single day. What I came up with was, on Sundays, I'm going to iron all my outfits for the day. Now, when I worked at that time in a warehouse, so I was working in shorts and a t-shirt. And then when I went to school, I had to wear a tie, a shirt, and business slacks. So what I would do on Sundays was, I would take out all my work clothes. I would put 5 pairs of shorts and shirts aside, and then I would put my shirts and ties for school. I would put those aside, iron it, and put them aside to line them up. So then I knew, number one, I knew for a fact I didn't have to worry about getting ready in the morning. Now, some people hate that. We're here to just give you some time back on your schedule. What I also would do is I would meal prep. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate meal prepping. I hate meal prepping. So if you have the money to get a meal prep company, that would be better. But I hate meal prepping. I would meal prep all my meals for the week. So now I didn't have to worry about getting clothes out. I didn't have to worry about getting food out. I would have it already prepared. I would just cook eggs and oatmeal for breakfast. And then the next thing I did was I would study in the morning. I would put my Bible on my desk and open it up to where I wanted to study the next day. All I was doing was controlling the controllables. I had written down, what can I control? I can't control the traffic. I can't control what people are going to do, but I can control these things. And I cannot tell you how smooth it went for me. It went so smooth because I was focused on the controllables and not focused on I just need more time. What can you control? The second thing I would say for a tip or a hack is, you got to figure out, what do you need to take off of your plate? It's a book I read, listened to, called Who Not How. Who do I need to help me with my life in this season? Do I need somebody that's going to take out the trash, or do some cleaning, or do some cooking, or something of that nature? You may not even have the ability to pay them, but maybe you can barter, maybe you can do something. You got to think about who, not how. Who do I need to be on this journey with me in this time of my life to relieve me of some things? That's what I like to call taking stuff off your plate. We usually go into new seasons with the same things on our plate. And usually new seasons do require us to take something off. This is why some people always feel overwhelmed, always feel like they can never get a breakthrough, they usually always feel these things because it's true. They can't get a breakthrough and they can't get time because their plate is so full. You got to think about what are the most important things on this schedule or in this season of my life. Relationships still have to be one. I know people are now in this era where I don't care about relationships. I don't need it. I'm just going to go ahead and just tunnel vision and grind it out. It'll cause a lot of burnout and it'll cause a lot of relationships to have a strain on it. We're not talking about that today, though. So think about what you can take off of your plate. So number one is control the controllables. Number two, what can I take off my plate? Number three will sound like it's productive to number two. What can I add to my plate? Maybe I need to add like a buffer or something that I do that I actually enjoy to help me with managing myself, which is the real thing. You cannot manage time, but you can manage yourself. When I was in that season of going to work, going to work out, going to school, I would make sure on Saturdays that I did something fun for myself. And at that time, it was so boring. I would just get like a large pizza and go somewhere and eat it by myself. But it was fun for me, and I looked forward to it every week because I knew the rest of the week was hard. What can you add on your plate that fills you up, that fuels you? It may not be a large pizza. It may be something totally different. The reason for that is usually when we are in a season of transition or a season of growing, we usually stop caring for ourselves. We usually get so focused on the task that we forget you got to take care of you. If you don't take care of you, nobody's going to do it. And that's a bad thing. We need you out here, man. Like, we need you out here. So you got to think about, what can I do for myself that's going to add to me, that's going to help me out. Maybe it's a pedicure, maybe it's a massage, maybe it's going by the water. You can figure what that is. You can even chat GPT it. So to recap, you cannot control time, but you can control you. The first thing I would suggest to do that I've done for years is write down what you can control and get creative. How can I make this work? How can I make that work? Right? At that time, I would take all my calls. If I had calls, I would take them as I was driving to school. I wouldn't take them in between the transitions because I needed those transition times to just breathe. Number two, what do I need to take off my plate? I would put / who do I need to help me on this journey? Sometimes when you think like that, you'll realize somebody's coming or can come that could help me out. And then number three, what can I add to my plate that's going to bring me some joy, bring me some happiness, and keep me sane? Because if I can take care of me, then I can take care of other people. Be great, guys. I'm out of here.